I'm going to give a quick, I'm putting on my left turn signal saying for season, I'm going to be posting probably a lot more about our just Hawaii lifestyle, our homeschooling lifestyle, and with the homeschooling and with the Hawaii, like we're gonna be switching some things up. I have been doing a lot of research, shocking if you know me, on how are we gonna do this homeschooling thing well? Because I don't really like homeschooling. My kids aren't enjoying homeschooling. It's pretty miserable most days, and I don't even know if they're learning anything. I mean, they are, but like, it's miserable. And so I want to do this well. I want my kids to relearn the joy of learning, or maybe not even relearn. I don't even know if they ever learned to love it. Like, I want to teach them to love learning. I want to teach them to be critical thinkers. I want them to realize that they can learn throughout life and the world, and not just in a textbook. And so what does that look like? How do we do that? I don't even know. I'm still learning how to do that. And one of the pivotal things for me has been reading, I believe it's called The Call of the Wild and Free. It's fantastic. I read it through Audible. That's literally the only way I'm getting books read these days. And it was the first time that I felt as a mom and a homeschool mom, like the freedom to teach my kids the way that resonates with me and that brings me joy and passion. Because I believe that if I'm joyful and passionate about it, then that'll rub off on them. And honestly, right now, no, we're using the same curriculum that I used when I was homeschooled for a couple of years, because that's just, I was like, well, it worked for me. And it's not working for them, and it's not working for me now. And so I really believe that the Lord's asked me to put a pause on sharing so much about hormones, sharing so much about ditch and switch and all that kind of stuff. Things that I'm like still super passionate about. And if I'm being completely honest, is what I was hoping by this stage in my life that I could just like full time when they're in school, I can do this and run with it. And yet the year my kids should have all been in school, COVID hit, and now they're all home. And so I've had to pitch a fit. I've had to cry and release that dream of having just all this time to encourage women with hormones and educate them more and to create more content. And it's just not, I can't do it all. And I've been trying to do it all for the last year and a half, and it's just not possible. It's not possible. And so I'm going to be using this platform more in this season to share what it looks like to homeschool more wild and free on the island of Kauai. And I don't know, guys. Like, you're going to be on the journey with us, and to find the adventure in learning. You know, when we chose to move here, we started YouTube and the Aloha Adventure, and I really thought it'd be more of just like the adventure of moving over here. And yet for me, adventure is such a important word. Like, my kids tell me to stop using it because I'm like, guys, this isn't another adventure. And they're like, Mom, stop. I'm like, no, it's amazing. And so I don't know, just that we're pivoting. We're pivoting for a season, and I've been fighting it. And I feel like me sharing it with you guys, it makes it a little bit more solidified, which I need. And that doesn't mean that, one, I still have my Hope and Hormone course that is not going away, that if you want to rock your hormones, grab the course. And I'm not getting rid of everything else that I put out. I'm just not putting out anything new right now. And yeah. And that does not mean you may not learn a little bit more about cycle syncing to benefit you as a wife, mom, and woman, and homeschooling or as an introvert, because goodness gracious, that's been huge for me. Because it intertwines. Like it intertwines. But it goes from like me wanting to share and be more like self-focused in the sense of this is what I love to do and this is my passion. This is to, no, my oldest is turning 13 in the next month or so. Time is fleeting. We are already really working hard on creating this family culture by I can talk, weekly rhythms that we're doing, and which I really want to make a video about that because that's been fantastic. And then implementing Shabbat dinner and with our family, and really implementing and leaning into Sabbath. And so like it just kind of all intertwines with our family and what we are choosing to create in our culture. Yeah. So I hope you join me on this. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, I think we're going to be posting a lot more over there for more like accountability for like, this is what we're doing for school to be able to turn in to the state or whoever like that needs to know it. But subscribe, hit the bell button so you know when we've posted, and it's going to become more of a family affair, maybe. I don't know. Here's the thing, guys. I don't even know. We're figuring this out as we go, and you get to join. That's literally me. This is literally me like brain dumping. I'm a verbal processor. This was me processing it, and you just hung out and listened. So, yeah. And then the other thing too is Adam is listening to the Wild and Free book right now. And then we need to come together because it's not just me. He's very supportive and included in this whole homeschooling adventure. And so we're going to come together and figure out what that looks like, because we have two different personalities and we're a team. And so what does that even look like? Because I know if I just ran with it, it would look one way. And if he ran with it, it'd look another way. But he is definitely supportive of the idea. And now we just need to like, what does this look like for our school days and for our kids and our kids individually, to where it can be a benefit to our family. So that is where I'm at.